Hey everybody, welcome back to It's Just a Game and to part 2 of the Origins solo strategy video. You'll remember from part 1 we talked about the basic setup through round 10, getting through round 7, hopefully you have 3 soul chests filled, stopping around 7, building that lightning staff, so then around 8 you're ready to take care of that Panzer Soldat. Then continuing on to save a zombie around 10, where it'll be snowing. And at that point, if you haven't built any of the other staffs, you'll stop there, get all the pieces for all the other staffs, and then proceed to upgrade them. Do the upgrade steps for the next few rounds. That's what we're going to talk about today, steps to upgrade each staff, and then once we have all the staffs upgraded, that's the end of step 1, which is acquire the keys. The staffs are the keys, we'll upgrade them. Once they're upgraded, they are the keys, and we'll talk about what to do then. So here we are with the lightning staff steps. I always start by stamming up. 3 turns on that panel, it's stamming up. I work my way counterclockwise around the map. Next place here is the bottom of the church by the tank. This will be a 2-turn panel, and you can turn these beforehand anytime you run past them. So 3, then 2. Then once you have enough points to get in the upstairs of the church, as you can see, I was until round 10. This is a number 1 turn there, so 3, 2, 1 from stamming up to the church. 3, 2, 1. The next panel is over by Jug. This is 2 turns on this panel, and then you'll hear at the end of this one, I actually did that one last, you get the ending sound, so that's the sound you're looking for. But if you don't do any of them, the next one you go to is in the spawn. This is again 2 turns on this one, 2 turns of the panel, and then on to the tank station at generator 2. This is 3 turns. And then the last one is going to be over at the excavation site nearest the church, and that one is also 3 turns. Like I said, as long as you can remember the order, I remember it 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 in the order I just showed you. As long as you can remember the order, you can pre-turn those knobs as you run past them. Just try to keep it straight in your head. So then you come down, rotate all the columns there to purple for the lightning staff, shoot the orb. Big time saver is once you've shot the orb for one staff, know which one you're going to do next, just go ahead and rotate those columns. This button does the top one. They go red, purple, blue, yellow, and back to red. So I'm going to be doing wind next, so I'm going to turn these all yellow. This is the bottom one here, so it goes top, bottom, and then this one is the 3rd one. And then that zombie was hitting me, so I had to go back and get that one again. But then yeah, so they're all yellow. So then we'll move on to the wind staff. If you didn't know this, the pieces of the wind staff are inside the robot. You look for the foot to be lit up just like that. Shoot it with a weapon, and you'll end up inside the robot's head. This is the first piece of the wind staff. Incidentally, at any point in the game, once you have the gramophone, you can step through to pick up the crystals. I think we talked about in part 1 for the staffs. You can only carry 1 crystal at a time until you build it. So as you can see, I already have the wind crystal before I have any of the staff pieces. So here's this next piece of the church robot. Hop up in there and grab it. Incidentally, if you want the Easter egg songs, this robot has the red radio here for the Avenged Sevenfold Shepherd of Fire song. The other 2 of the red radios, one is in the excavation site on the scaffolding around where you build the staffs. I'll let you find that on your own, and then the other one is in the crazy place along one of the walls, and I'll let you discover that for yourself. Alright, so 3rd robot here, and you can shoot these as soon as you shoot the foot. You can see I hit it there before he even stepped. Just want to keep the zombie out of there. Boom, up in that footprint to retrieve the last piece of the wind staff. So from there we're going to head down to the center area, build up the wind staff.
Bluetooth powering off.
And proceed down into the crazy place to do the upgrade steps for the wind staff. Once again, all this stuff is on the COD Wiki page. You want to come to this right-hand stairway, working from inner row out. The first one is the 2 sticks. There, you see there. Then the next row out is 2 L-shaped pattern, as you see there. Then a single triangle, like that. And then the final one is the upside down F, or the dog. I think it looks like a dog. So you'll say it's an upside down F, but the upside down F or dog and the triangle are the outer piece. And then you'll hear this sound.
You solved the chamber puzzle. How did you know what to do?
Okay, so the next part, you come out of the wind tunnel, you see these smoking pots. You're gonna shoot them towards the excavation site there. First one's there by Jug. The second one is in the tank path between the church and Stamina. You'll see it coming up here on the right. And then finally, the last one is by Stamina itself. You look in the open window behind Stamina, and it will be there. You'll get the I completed the upgrade step noise, and then we'll go ahead and move back into the excavation site, shoot the orb, and then we'll reset the columns again. I have the pieces for the fire staff already, so I'll go ahead and build that, and I already assembled the ice staff as well. So
You promised me. When the final steps are taken, the gateway to Agartha will open.
alright, back into the crazy place. Go ahead and build the teleporter and then go put the staff in the pedestal. The next staff we'll work on is the ice staff. Alright, so you dig sites when it's snowing. I got this first piece in round 4 because I had some time. All the other pieces I got at round 10. There's one by generator 3. And then I found the final one over by the church footprint.
A part of some kind of staff.
Perhaps you will be the first to finish that which started so long ago. Double points.
Sounds like.
Alright, so on the crazy place, you see that panel on the right. There's 6 panels there. So you match the symbol on the key that's on your screen to the symbol that is up above there. And incidentally, you can use this decoder ring of sorts, decoder page, for the fire staff step as well.
Every step you take brings you closer to freeing me.
Once again, you can find this picture on the Call of Duty wiki under the Little Lost Girl entry. I'll tell you how to upgrade all the staffs. So I'm matching that symbol on the wall with the symbol up above of the decoder.
You're getting closer.
Okay, you want to go back out through the wind tunnel here, over by Jug. You're going to shoot these tombstones, watery tombstones with the ice staff. You're going to make sure you have a weapon that shoots bullets. So an upgraded Mauser will not be good at this point. You'll be giving that up to buy a gun with bullets. Alright, so you move right across the tank path there into this footprint. And then the third one is way over by generator 2, out behind that tank station there. There it is. Go ahead and blast it, freeze it over, and shatter it. And you get the old I completed the upgrade challenge noise. Head back on into the middle to shoot that orb. Make sure all of them are lined up into blue. Incidentally, you can shoot the orb and then turn them all to the right colors. It doesn't matter the order in which you do that. Whatever's easiest for you to remember. Half the time I do this, for one of the staffs, I'll jump into the crazy place without having shot the orb, and then wonder why the pedestal isn't open. So if you ever go in the crazy place and the pedestal isn't open, that's why. So now I spend time changing the rotators there to the next staff. You always want to do the fire staff last, because you're going to use the fire staff to upgrade the other staffs. So you'll have the fire staff in your possession. Alright, so the first piece of the fire staff, around round 7 or 6 or 7, that plane spawns. You're going to shoot it down, and then that piece will always land right over here at the front of the excavation site nearest Jug. Alright, the second piece you can either get, you usually get it around 8 by killing the Panzer Soldat. That was him right there. I killed him. Or no, that was a crawler, but I killed the Panzer Soldat to get that piece. And then the third piece you get when you start Generator 6. It'll come out of this soul chest there.
Found a piece of a staff.
And from here we'll head back down to the we'll get the record. So the record can spawn inside the church on one of the flaming pews next to the box location, or by the tank there where I picked it up, or over on the boxes by Generator 6. Alright, so we've got them all lined up to red here. Samantha's talking about how the ancients will reveal the way, etc., etc.
There were riddles hidden within the chambers. For so long he tried and tried to solve them, but he couldn't. He didn't know what to do.
Well, guess we're on our own from here on out.
Every journey begins with a single step. This is step 1.
Alright, so for those of you that played Black Ops, you know the Vorkuta steps. Step 1 is acquire the keys. The staffs are the keys, so that's what we're doing. Now you have to come down the crazy place, kill the zombies on this grating here, and you'll fill up the 4 pots of flames that are behind me. Also, while you're doing this, you'll see the yellow souls leaving the zombies. Those are upgrading the other staffs. As they get upgraded, you'll get a voice cue as well as a symbol that pops up on the screen showing that staff highlighted in red. So there's the symbol that means I finished the first part of the fire staff. I believe also the wind staff is upgraded at this point. But next step is you'll come up here and these symbols will be highlighted on the wall. Now there are 4 symbols, but the 4th one over the box location is always the number 4. In this case the numbers were 5, 4, 9, and 6, but they do change. You don't have to do them in any particular order, you just have to make sure all the torches are lit at the same time, and they will run out. So if you shoot one and then run around, it'll eventually burn out and you have to shoot it again. Alright, so once you have that done, you can go back to the crazy place, put the fire staff in its pedestal, and then I recommend picking up the wind staff. It is most likely the one that you upgraded first because it's closest, and you can insert it through the rocks here. You'll see a little trick there. Grab the wind staff, and now you're going to stay down here in the crazy place until you finish upgrading all of the staffs. They all must be upgraded in order to move on to the next step. So this entire video is just dedicated to acquire the keys, which is step 1. In part 3, I will show you the rest of the Easter egg and how to finish it. It goes pretty quick once you get done with this. This is by far the longest step. It's actually 4 steps in my opinion, but it's all lumped into one step. Acquire the keys. So you can run a little circle here. It's only around 12. Upgraded wind staff is beast. It takes care of a lot of zombies. So there you go. The last staff was upgraded. It was lightning. So I'm just going to take my time, move through this. This is tricky. If you want to be cautious, I would recommend, just kind of keeping that wind staff and making sure that there's no zombies left. Once you get better at it, you can kind of maneuver. If you stay on the outskirts of the crazy place, it's not so bad, but there are a couple places around like fire and lightning that you can get stuck, so be ready to blast your way out. I'm just trying to save zombies to have them available to me to do other steps later on. Alright, so you want to go out at ice, because the next step you're going to do is upgrade the fist stone. Alright, so I'm just going to show you where to put it. So you got that fist stone from earlier. This is back in round 10. I put the stone in the little holy water holder. And then the other part you need is the upgraded punch. Or not the upgraded punch, but the 1-inch punch. So you get that once you fill up all the soul chests. You go and select that reward, and then you get the 1-inch punch. Now, in part 3, we will outline the rest of the steps to the Easter egg, so please come back and join us. Once again, this has just been step 1, acquire the keys, upgrade all the staffs, and then move on. So come back and see part 3, the exciting conclusion. Remember, it's just a game.